Yes.
Okay, go.
We're interviewing Pearl and John Huang, who came from California because Pearl had had a stroke. When did she have her stroke?
November 1st, 2021.
Okay, and it was a very big stroke with left-sided weakness.
Yes.
John, would you tell us what her symptoms were before she came to us, and then the improvements that you've seen?
Yes. The first that came to my mind was no short-term memory. So I could do something for her or with her a moment ago, and she wouldn't remember. And the biggest surprise that occurred to us was that Wednesday night, we came to your treatment on September 19th. So Wednesday night was September 21st. And Joshua at 11 p.m. says we should all go out to the Big Fall Bridge for a walk. It's a wonderful bridge.
Right.
And we went for a walk for 1.5 hours.
Wow.
And so there were many things happened on the bridge and many conversations. Now the thing, when we came back at 12:30 a.m. in the morning, came back to the hotel, and then we situated Pearl, and I asked Pearl, what did you remember on the bridge? She said the lights that are changing color. She said that. She said all the colors. She said red, orange, red, orange, blue, yellow, green, white, and black, because the lights would turn off.
Right, right.
She remembers all the colors. And I said, do you remember someone singing on the bridge? She said, yeah, a young person with a beard. And I said, what kind of song? Oh, it's gospel. And then I said, do you remember the classical music playing on the bridge? She said, yeah. And then I said, was the bridge long? She said, yeah. She said, yeah, it's very long. And another thing that, so this was short-term memory, right? And I also noticed the short-term memory, the recall, because when Dr. Albero was doing physical therapy on her, and I was trying to distract her so that she wouldn't try to grab Dr. Albero's hand. So when we do 3-digit reverse, sometimes she would get it wrong. I said, that's wrong. And she would rework, she would write on her leg again the original number, and then she would reverse again. So I didn't have to tell her the number again. So this happens all the time. I don't have to tell her the numbers. She would remember the previous number. She would write, oh, and she would try it again. So that's the example of the short-term memory. Now another thing that it was improved was before people could have conversation around her or with, and she's like in a bubble. She wouldn't care, or she couldn't listen, or she doesn't pay attention. So on the bridge that night, on Wednesday night, Iris was retelling an incident. Iris got bitten by a scorpion, right? And I was pushing Pearl ahead, maybe 1 or 2 steps ahead. Iris and Joshua were behind us talking. And Iris said, and Joshua said, how can a scorpion get into your apartment? And Iris was saying, oh, the scorpion can flatten themselves so flat like a piece of paper, and then they can squeeze through the crevice. And Pearl suddenly just say, oh, stop all that talk, it's awful. I don't like that bug. That means she is in that
part of the conversation.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Another thing that I noticed was that she could sleep all night through. She could sleep all night through because before the treatment, she would wake up every 2 to 3 hours, or sometimes more than that. She doesn't have a sound sleep. She has a very slow, shallow sleep. And this just shows me that perhaps she has more tranquility in her mind or something, that she could sleep all the way through.
I agree.
Okay. Some more improvement is that in
The spasm?
yes, the spasm was reduced because in the evening, before we came to this treatment, if I would try to move her arm or something, left arm, it's painful. But now when I move, there's not much of the pain, except you want to do big movement, then yes.
And can she reach her head now?
I haven't tried that. I can try that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many weeks of therapy did she have before she came here?
Okay. I would divide this into 2 stages. The first stage is with the skilled nursing facility. Skilled nursing facility, the start of her treatment is sometime in late October, late November, and she didn't have much improvement. They by January 7th, they have given up on her, on the physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, everything, and they told me that Pearl is consigned to bed for life. Okay, and that's when I started looking for alternative. Then I found this Dr. Lu, who uses acupuncture on the head. It's neuroacupuncture, and it's only very few doctors in the U.S. that can do it, like 5. And so I took her out of SNF and to San Jose in February 8th. So February 8th to September 19th, that's when we came here. It's like 7 months. Okay, and the 7 months treatment is not as effective as 2 weeks here.
Great, good. Well, we're extremely happy with her response, and you're a great team, because it takes 2 of you. She has to be willing to take your guidance and everybody who works with her. And she really worked very hard, every day, 2 hours of therapy and all the IVs and everything. It's a lot for somebody to do. So congratulations, Pearl. You worked very hard. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are God too. I like you.
I like you.
Do you like Karen also?
Not as much.
Oh, very good.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we love you guys, and it's an honor to have you here, and thank you for coming.